What's going on, y'all? This is your girl, LaFonda, also known as the Bronx Bombshell, and I'm here representing Up and Coming Entertainment. And if you ain't up, you ain't coming. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Up and Coming Entertainment, we have Angela Yee. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Very interesting. I know that you're Chinese and something else. What's the other part?
I'm black, West Indian.
Which Indian country?
Montserrat. It's a very tiny island.
Montserrat.
It's right next to Antigua.
And how big is that country?
It's extremely small.
It's like paradise.
Yeah, it might be. It's smaller than paradise.
I could imagine. And how did you get into this unique business of radio?
Well, I started off doing marketing, and then, I had a lot of connections and friends with Eminem's manager, Paul Rosenberg. And I was trying to do marketing at Sirius, and he suggested that I try out to be on the air on the morning show, and it all worked out.
And how long have you been on Sirius?
It'll be in November 2009. It'll be 5 years.
And which came first, your morning show or lip service?
First, I was co-hosting with Cypher Sounds on the morning show. Then I ended up getting lip service because I had a segment on the morning show called Slut It Out, and they wanted to turn that into its own show. So I got my own show, and then Cypher left to go to Hot 97, and I stayed here. So I got my own morning show last year in July.
Is it better where you at versus being on an FM frequency?
I think it's just different. It depends on what you want. I think SiriusXM is good because we're uncensored, there's no commercials, and it is, worldwide. Like, you can listen online, people can subscribe, and they can get it all across the United States and in Canada. FM radio, is a whole different type of thing. Like, it's a lot more structured, and we don't have like the structure like that here. Also, I think you probably financially get compensated better. And regionally, when you're in FM radio, a lot of people are familiar with you locally. Like, you get to do a lot of events, in your city, and people recognize you there. So it's just a different kind of advantage.
Are you mobbed by fans?
No. Maybe on the internet. Fans and people who also don't like me.
Who could hate you? You're different.
There you go. I think anybody that people really like, people also really don't like. There's no way that everybody is ever going to like anyone. And the more people don't like you, they say usually is the more successful that you're getting. Because proportionately, if there's more people that don't like me, that means there's more people that do like me. Those numbers just keep growing.
Now, lip service, you talk a lot about sex. Like, are you very knowledgeable in that area?
Well, I have a lot of friends that confide in me. So I feel like I know a lot about life experiences. And, I'm a very girly girl. So my friends and I definitely go out for drinks, get together, and discuss, personal, intimate details of our lives. And I also have a lot of guy friends, and they tell me everything as well. So I feel like just from other people's experiences and my own, I do know a lot. Not like I went to school for it or anything, but
it's a plus to be knowledgeable in that area. And who was the best interview you had and the worst?
The best interview I've had, that's hard to say. We've had so many great interviews. I don't ever want to forget anybody. Like, I always have a good time when Joe Button comes and co-hosts the morning show. Or, when Mano comes and co-hosts with us. That's always fun. DJ Vlad was just here today.
Shout out to Vlad. Thank you.
So that's always a good time. Bun B, when he comes on, he's always fantastic. And I've had so many, I can't even think like what my best interview is. We've always had like the big high profile ones like Jay-Z and 50 Cent and Eminem. And that's always great. And I feel like we get a different perspective on things because it's not censored and people are a lot more comfortable, and it's a very relaxed environment. So we've had some good times. As far as the worst, I mean, I guess I'll always say Brandy wasn't such a great interview. So maybe that's always going to be the worst one so far.
What about that guy that walked out on you recently?
Oh, Joe? I don't know if that was necessarily a bad interview. It was him and Chico DeBarge. And Joe, I think that he doesn't really use the internet. He told us that. So we were Ustreaming and people were saying things. They get really rude on the Ustream. So I think he didn't like stuff that people were saying, and then we were having this conversation, and, you know, his father's a minister, and he's not really, you know, used to that, and then he sees these comments, and he's like, what am I doing up here all of a sudden? So it was fine, though. I don't ever want anybody to have a bad experience on the show, and I'm sorry that he felt that he did, but he wasn't a bad person.
I think it was just too much for him. He couldn't handle it.
Chico was good, though.
And how do fans could reach out to you?
Well, I use my Twitter, twitter.com/Angela Yee. We also have a website, which, you know, I update it, and we all do up here, DJ Wonder and Emoticon, pretty much every single day. You know, we're posting new content, so I could always be reached there. And that is teamyee.tv. So we're going to have some special things for all the members of our team very soon. We're working on getting that put together.
I know you have A-listers, but what about up-and-comers? Like, do you invite them or you send them to another show?
Well, I think lip service, we incorporate people that aren't as well known into the show as well. You know, that is supposed to be like more of a topical show than celebrity driven. Sometimes we do have, you know, big stars and artists and actors and porn stars and everything on there, but we'll also have models that aren't as well known, or people that want to get into certain things, or newer artists. And on the morning show, we have a segment for up and coming rappers, people who aren't signed yet, and it's called Don't Quit Your Day Job, where you get to play 2 songs, get interviewed, get feedback, and get featured on the website. So we try to do whatever we can to help people out. And every Friday on the morning show, if you want to come and sit in with us, you can do that and just hang out and watch and be part of the show.
How? You only got room for like 3-4 people.
Oh yeah, but we only have like 1 or 2 people come up.
Oh.
It's not like a party.
Not like TRL.
Right.
And why are you single?
Why am I single?
You seem like somebody I could bring home to mom and cook for.
Wow. Well, I don't know. There's no real reason. I don't mind it. It's actually kind of fun. I think I work a lot. So, you know, but I enjoy myself. Like, I still go out and I have fun. There's no real reason. Like, I don't even, you know. I think it's probably better to be single than to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in one.
There's nothing wrong with friends with benefits.
But you're still single.
Exactly. It's just free. When you get tired of them, you just stop following them on Twitter or whatever.
I don't follow friends with benefits on Twitter.
And tell us something that the people don't know about you.
There's really not that much that people don't know about me. I think I discuss everything. If you listen to the show, you know, I believe that I tell all my business, from like getting Brazilian waxes to, you know, having diarrhea. So what more is there, right?
Well, at least you're a blunt. I'll give you a point for that. Lip Service TV show. When can we look for that?
We're trying. We have a trailer done with Akon, and Sexy Milani's on it, and Miss Whitaker's on there, and Pinky, the porn star, as well. So it's a pretty interesting thing. We've been trying to get something done, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be soon.
Good luck with that.
Would you watch it?
I already watch your shows on the internet when I get the chance.
So imagine on a big screen, put together.
That'll be entertaining, but then I wonder, do you have to clean up the mouths, or are you just going to tell them they got to take it as it is, or it's not going to go?
Probably would depend on where it is. I believe that, you know, we can still make things entertaining and clean it up if necessary. Because it's not just straight, you know, explicit content. It also has some intelligence to it. So I'm sure that we could figure it out to make it work for you, so you could still get your lotion out and everything.
I know you had Marion Barry on there recently, so you're diverse.
Yeah, he wasn't on lip service, though. He could have been. He was on the morning show. You know, his favorite song is Blame It on the Alcohol, so. He told us that.
No, just thinking about his past. He's a handful.
Yeah.
And tell us where the fans can reach you again.
TeamYee.tv, or you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Angela Yee. And if anybody wants to come to the show, any new artists, or a guest that wants to visit, if you have anything, our email up here is don'tquitmusic@gmail.com.